Share of the customer. So, obviously, beyond simply retaining good customers to capture customer lifetime value, good customer relationship management can help marketers increase their share of the customer. We talk about it usually as share of the wallet. Supermarkets and restaurants, more share of the stomach. Car companies, share of the garage, etc. Share of travel for the airlines. So you want to offer, bundle more things, right? So here's a lyric, and they're trying to say, okay, well, we're going to make this cool with younger buyers. I think this is a lyric. I don't know for sure. We're going to give you an all-electric car that looks cool. We want to get a bigger share of the garage. So figure 1.5 classifies customers into one of four groups. And we think about this according to their profitability and projected loyalty. Each group requires a different relationship strategy. Strangers show low potential profitability and little projected loyalty. Butterflies are potentially profitable but not loyal. So right, they'll fly away. True friends are both profitable and loyal. And barnacles are highly loyal but not very profitable. Think about barnacles. Love that. So the point here is an important one. Different types of customers require different engagement and relationship management strategy. Right? Think about the cost to serve. Do you want to have a high cost to serve a stranger? Right? If you're never going to get them back, or others, like a barnacle. The goal is to build the right relationship with the right customer. So the horizontal axis of this figure, think about the potential of profitability from high or short term with right butterflies, true friends, strangers, barnacles. It doesn't mean they're bad or good. I mean, obviously, you'd have to have all true friends and life would go on, but you're going to deal with a lot of these depending on the type of business you're in. You just need to understand how to market to them. So now we want to describe the major changes to the landscape. So we think about there's huge, and a lot of us talk about 4.0, right? Industry 4.0, because of the significant changes with technology, right? AI and Internet of Things. What's happened with coming out of the pandemic? It sort of changed the job model quite a bit. So dramatic changes are happening every day, though, that really impact the marketplace, and that can be many environmental. It can be economic. So we have to think about those. So let's go through this. Digital age. That has significantly changed how we reach people and how the consumer plays an active role, as we discussed earlier, in helping marketing the product. The changing economic environment, right? The world is flat now. The world is, in some cases, one economic market. In other cases, it's not. So it depends on where we're playing and in what market specifically that we're playing in. There's a lot of growth of non or not for profit marketing. There's a rapid globalization happening. And we talked a little bit about this before, but sustainable marketing practices that are really growing, and they'll continue to grow. So we live in the Internet of Things, and I don't think that's new to anybody here. But it has significant impact on marketing. It has fundamentally changed the way in which we live our lives, how we communicate, share information, access data, entertainment, and shop. So if we think about more than 4 billion people, 55% of the world's population are now online. So that's almost 80% of all American adults own smartphones. These numbers will only grow as digital technology really rockets us into the future. So let's think about this. Social media. Facebook has more than 2.3 billion active monthly users. Instagram has more than 1 billion. Twitter, more than 326 million. And Snapchat, 186 million. Reddit, the online social news community, has 330 million users from 185 countries. More smaller, focused social media sites are also thriving, such as Cafe Mom, an online community that reaches 75 million moms monthly who exchange advice, entertainment, and commiseration at the communities online, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and mobile sites. Think about mobile marketing. It's the fastest growing digital marketing platform. So marketers are using this mobile channel to stimulate immediate buying, make shopping easier, enrich the brand experience, or all of these. For I guess there's an example here, like Starbucks customers can use these mobile devices for everything from finding the nearest Starbucks, learning about new products, and placing orders. And now I think you can do that almost with anything. But a few years ago, you couldn't do any of that. But now I can just punch it up. They'll either deliver it to me, right? Or I can order, get the food. They'll offer sometimes. I saw the other day, it was really interesting. We had ordered something, and the week after it said, "Hey, would you like to reorder what you ordered last week?" And it was a reminder. Pretty cool. We talk about big data and AI. A lot of AI is becoming, and I'm doing some research in the AI space with sales, but you think about AI and how prescriptive and how helpful it's becoming for us as marketers. It really can help us understand the consumer's needs really before they do. So there's a lot of insights to gain there, a lot of information or data to help personalize offerings and to engage the customers. It also gives us insight to be proactive, right? So, like I said, we can predict and prescribe with AI customers' needs in a way we couldn't do a few years ago, and it's just going to get better and better there. Sephora, this online brand community, works actively to make its online community diverse and inclusive. So it reflects the company's written manifesto, which states that Sephora believes in champion all beauty, living with courage and standing fearlessly to celebrate differences. Real-time marketing. Snack brand Moon Pie is known for its skillful use of real-time social media. So they tweeted a bunch of things out there to create engagement, and very effective with Goodnight Moon Pie. So I think we're all familiar with it. Goodnight book. I've read it to all my kids. So very effective using Twitter and other social media platforms. We talked a lot about not-for-profit marketing. So when we talk about marketing has in this space has become a major part of the strategy for a lot of organizations. So think about colleges, hospitals, museums, zoos, orchestras, even churches. They face a stiff competition for support membership. So this really having sound marketing can attract the funds they need, the support they need. So think about Make-A-Wish. They skillfully market its mission to create life-changing wishes, right, for children. So you really pull on those heartstrings. And they leverage that. And so they do a great job of engaging you to feel better. And right, and that's your experience, is to feel better. They can provide an experience for somebody who obviously is not going to recover. And your experience is to help them create that experience. So Make-A-Wish has done this. So they say, hey, since its founding, Make-A-Wish has fulfilled more than 520,000 children at dark times in their lives. And so that's just pulling at your heartstrings, but it's a great marketing campaign. So we talked a little bit about, or touched on globalization. We have to take a global, not just a local, because the world is flat in many respects, right? And we think about all these industries, competitors, and opportunities. So when we talk about global marketing, what is it? What does it look like? And how does it differ from domestic marketing? How do the global competitors and forces affect our businesses? And to what expense should we go global? So I think it's important. I don't want to get too far into this, but it really depends on the organization and your target market, because the needs and wants are going to be much different depending on what your product is. So, but, Nike's marketing all over the world. They may market the same shoes, but they're going to market them differently depending on where in which they're marketing. Very skilled at doing that, but they'll dial it in to ensure that because those needs and wants are different in different countries, even though they're going to be wearing the same product typically, or very similar product. And so you got to think about that. It's very unique because the world views change, or the societal views change. So you have to think about the industry and the competitors and the opportunities and sustainable marketing, right? What are the corporate and ethics and the social responsibilities? And they're different in different spaces. So we're almost done here. It's been a long, like I said, there's a lot to chew on. So we often hear about Unilever's Ben & Jerry's ice cream. They've been very steadfast in their mission to be sustainable and continue to grow sustainably. Their social mission is made from something better. So it's very important There are a lot of guys out here that do that. A lot of organizations that do that, like Patagonia. There's a myriad of clothes brands that do that, and many moving towards that as well. Um, so it's not new, and it's growing. So there's a lot of innovation that's being linked to sustainability and designing it into the product and into the marketing campaign as well. Very important. So you can see that here that Ben and Jerry's three-part um, linked prosperity to the product, economic, and social is all part of that whole sustainable marketing mix. So at the start of this chapter, Figure 1.1 presented a simple model of marketing process. We've discussed a lot. This is actually more what it should look like, or I guess when we start to put more meat on the bones. This is really what it looks like. It's hard to describe, but spend some time going through it with this expanded model. I think it's important to spend some time looking through. But it's a good map to really understand how we create value for customers and build long-lasting relationships. So what are the major changes taking place in the marketing arena? So I think they're dramatic. And they're think about the disruption that the digital age is called, and the new learning that has to take place to engage and relate to the new customers, these young customers specifically, that really do most of their engagement, not all, but most, on digital platforms. And so that's how you have to persuade and engage and really help them make decisions, persuade them over that media or modality. Big data, AI. Think about what AI is doing. So think about what skills you're going to develop over these next few weeks, or as a marketer. When studying marketing, obviously, you're not going to be an expert out of this 8 weeks. Maybe some of you already do it. Maybe some of you are engineers. But this is going to be helpful as we start to sharpen our critical thinking and problem-solving skills in this marketing space. Thanks for listening. Again, I'll try to shorten some of these up a bit, but we needed to cover a lot of ground in this one. So we'll see you next week in I think chapter 3.